everyone. Originally, actually started it that I was going to do videos of our trip to Rio de Janeiro, and I was going to talk about some of the dangers and scams that can happen in Rio de Janeiro, and I was going to do it in shorts. But looking back at that idea, I decided just going to do one video for you guys so you guys can just get it because with everything scattered all over YouTube, you might miss something that could be important. Also, it doesn't help my channel grow as far as with watch hours and things like that. So I'm gonna do this video for you guys, and we're gonna run down all the dangers and the scams. I'm gonna start with the dangers first and the scams, and pay attention to these because these are very, very important. There are a lot of things we don't hear about that's going on in Rio de Janeiro, but it's still a safe place to go. It really is still a nice place to go, but there's some things you really need to pay attention of. So let's just get started. One of the things you guys need to be aware of is the drinks that are being sold to you, whether you're out on the beachfront or down in the Lapa Club District. You have people making these drinks out in the street. Be careful because sometimes people are slipping dangerous drugs like scopolamine or GBH. These are drugs that are known to, have a certain effect on people, knocking them out, and people will go into other people's pockets, take their items, and they don't remember a thing. This is starting to become on the rise in Rio. Unfortunately, I haven't heard of any people passing because of that, unlike with Medellin or Cartagena in Colombia. We haven't heard of any incidents like that. We did hear incidents of people being robbed because of this instance of getting drugged and robbed. It is starting to grow in Colombia. So when you see these guys, whether it be daytime or nighttime, down on the beach, whether it be Copa, Ipanema, or Lapa, or any other place, if you see guys out there with, a tray full of drinks and they were trying to sell it to you, I would be very, very skeptical. Even the ones that's like on the beach, I would be highly skeptical. If you didn't see them make it, I wouldn't purchase it at all. To continue with the whole drugging and robbing thing, this is also including you guys coming up, picking up the ladies of the evening, whether you're doing it off the streets, Tinder apps, dating apps, whatever. They're doing a lot of that stuff, okay? I'm going to tell you something right now. If y'all coming down here for picking up the ladies for a 5-minute pump and dump, you're going to go broke, big time. Because they're probably the number one people doing it. If not people out in the streets randomly in Lapa and stuff on the club scene, just randomly spiking people's drinks. Okay? This has come a big issue right now. The U.S. Embassy in Brazil, they're putting out the notices because it's increasingly happening here. So you guys got to be careful here. All right? They are big time robbing over here with scopolamine and GBH. So if I was y'all, exercise extreme caution or just not do it at all. Speaking of the beach, there are some incidents that will happen at the beach, a lot of petty theft. So if you're going to go to the beach, it's best you go as a group. That way you have someone watching your stuff. But be aware, you can be distracted because they'll have one person come and distract you while his partner is behind you taking your stuff. So you have to be eyes behind you, back of your head type of thing. What I do is I like to have a waterproof fanny pack and put my valuables in that fanny pack, and I can take that with me into the water and not worry about it. So you can get those fanny packs from Amazon. There's also these little portable little safe you can attach to your chair, but that's not going to really do too much because it'll take the chair. Also be mindful, some of these guys will come in groups and they may assault you. for your items and stuff. It's not worth fighting for. Just give it to them. Be safe. But if you find yourself in a situation you got to drop them, drop one hard and heavy, and make sure everybody's watching, and make sure he screams loud so they get the message you ain't the one. Okay, when you're on that famous walkway that's by the beach, you're attempting to take your iPhone out and take pictures. Be sure you take the picture of the video and make sure you put it away. A lot of people get their phones snatched out there, especially if you're near that bike path. They'll ride their bikes and snatch that phone. Stay away from the bike path. Just move back a few feet so they don't have that advantage of taking your phone. iPhones are a hot commodity in Rio, because the price of iPhones is darn nearly triple in Rio as compared to the United States. So be careful. Other phones, pretty much the same thing. Everything is very, very high priced because I guess the importation tax is very high. So do yourself a favor, snap a picture, take a quick video, put it away. If you're going to stay in Rio de Janeiro, you're going to stay in the zone called Zona Sul, which is the South Zone. South Zone is going to be basically your beachfront seaside area like Copa, LeBlanc, Botafogo, Ipanema, those areas, and a couple other known areas. You want to stay in that South Zone. Don't go north. North is where you have a lot of the bad areas. A lot of the drug cartels are up there. Don't go north. Now, if you want to go to the outskirts of the city, you better know where you're going. I didn't have any issues because I've been out to the outskirts in one city, Maricá. Maricá was nice. I didn't have any issues up there. Walking around there, peaceful little town. So you do have some very peaceful towns, but they're going to be like an hour away from the major city of Rio. So do some research as far as where you're going in Rio de Janeiro, but definitely stay closer to the beach, the more safer you're going to be. Also, be careful walking around at night. That's where crime really pops off. There have been a number of incidents that happen at night, especially along the side streets. There is a lot of homelessness going on in Copacabana Beach, so you'll see those famous pictures of the beach. It looks gorgeous and stuff, but you don't see what's across the street where there is homelessness. And generally, I don't really have any issues with the homeless people, but you'll see them sleeping on the streets. So it is a problem. They don't bother really anybody, but you never know. But that is an issue. A lot of crime, a lot of people snatching people's stuff at night. You really have to be careful when you're out at night around the beach area, or even in the club areas down in Lapa. That is another area you have to be careful of. Downtown area, I mean, crime is crime. So at night, exercise caution, go in groups, use Uber. When you're going from point A to point B, it's a lot safer. So just be careful when you're traveling out at night in Rio. Scams. Let's talk about scams, because there's going to be a bunch of them, because they're going to smell you a mile away. Negotiate. There's going to be a lot of scams happening towards you, especially on the beach and at tourist sites. There was one scam. I wanted to get a jersey, a Brazil jersey, and this guy wanted to charge me 200 reais for a jersey. I was like, nah, no thanks, I'll go someplace else. And now he negotiated it down to 100, so I was like, okay, I'll deal with 100. Another scam is like when you go to Christ Redeemer, when you're on that line before you go to the train, they'll take a picture of you, and then after your tour, they'll see you and they'll have the picture ready, and then they want to charge you like $50 for one small one, and for the small one and the big one, it's 100 reais. Um, no, you can just say no, or just give them an offer. I said I'll buy both of them for like 50 reais, and if they say no, then toss the picture, because they want to make money off it, so they're gonna have to negotiate it. Also, they're gonna throw away the picture. So don't act like you really want the picture. Just give them an offer. So use the power of negotiation to your advantage, so you can save some money. Let's talk about Christ Redeemer. When you go over there, there's going to be a whole bunch of people talking about take the bus, take the Uber. The only transportation you will take when you go to Christ Redeemer is the train. Okay? Because what these guys don't tell you is that with the bus, that little tour bus is going to go to different sites before you go to Christ Redeemer. And that bus is only going to go to a certain point. Then you're going to have to take another bus to get to the base of Christ Redeemer. And that's going to be an overcharge. Uber's going to take you to a certain point, and then you're going to hop on that train that you should have took it from the beginning to go all the way up to Christ Redeemer, when you should have took Christ Redeemer. So all these dudes are going to tell you is nothing but lies. Do not, and I repeat, do not listen to these people. When you go, you will go take the train. The train will take you directly up there. It's a small little 15-20 minute ride. Beautiful scenery. Okay? Really good scenery. You'll go up there and you'll be at Christ Redeemer in no time at all. These guys, I don't care what they say. I don't care how much they charge you. They're lying. It's a pain in the butt going through the buses and these other people. They're just scamming you. So take the train to Christ Redeemer, to the base of Christ Redeemer. Do not take any other form of transportation. Okay, vendors will take cash, but they will also take credit cards. Watch them as they input the number. Make sure they put the correct amount on the machine, because some of them gets a little bit too much with the finger, or may put the wrong number upon agreeing upon of what you're going to pay. So be aware of that. Literally stand over them and watch them put that in there, and then scan your credit card and you'll be fine. That's another one of their scams. I didn't experience that when I was over there, but some guys will do that. But I didn't have any issues when I was on the beach buying my jersey or buying anything. But watch them carefully. And my last one, and this is not really a scam, but these vendors are going to annoy you. Whether you're at the beach or at a site, they are just going to annoy. It's just annoying. If you're at one of the beach restaurants and you're kind of at the little balcony area by the beach, they will come up and buy this, but they'll say it in Portuguese. Just tell them no, go away. Some will go, but some are a little bit persistent. Kids selling candy, same thing. Even some of the tour drivers and stuff that were at Christ Redeemer, they get to be annoying. You can ask Rome from Average Man Unplugged. I got boisterous on this one dude, because it was after his partner got rejected, after I told his partner we weren't to come in, he decided to come up there and try to do the same. I just got boisterous. You're going to deal with that when you're in Rio. So try to be polite, try to be cool, tell them no, continue to tell them no. If you got to raise the voice, man. But you're here to have a good time, enjoy yourself, and that's it, So do you, bro. But anyway, I hope you got a lot of stuff out of this. I know there's more. If you guys got more, throw them in the comments. I would love to hear some of the other scams and other dangers you need to be careful of. Please, the more stuff you got that's different from what I'm giving, we all want to learn. So feel free to put it in the comments. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.